What up? What up, you guys? What is good? What is good? Welcome back to the ACS Universe, the daily show. It's your boy ACS. It is Monday, and I made it back today. Didn't know last show I did was on Thursday, and I was like, yo, I'll be back when I'm back, and I'm back, man. So again, as much of a regular occurrence as I can make this, doing this show, jumping on here for 10, 15 minutes, maybe even 20 to talk about some stuff that happened. That I've run across over the weekend or whatever. That's what I'm gonna do, man. And so everybody who watches, I appreciate it. And a couple things I just now seen. I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of went to surf. You know, obviously I always talk about this probably ad nauseum about how I work like third shift. So like I don't wake up until about 6 p.m. Eastern time every day during the week, right? In the evening. And so I miss everything that happened all day. Obviously, I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna take a look at the box office. Superman's supposed to be getting a new trailer on Wednesday. Couple other things. The Last of Us, obviously you saw it on the thumbnail. Episode 5 last night was pretty fucking dope. I'm gonna talk about that for a little bit, and then we're gonna bounce on out of here, man. So let me get my theme music, get my background music going, man. Really enjoying that. All right. So I hope everyone is having a great Monday so far. Hope all you mothers out there watching had a fabulous Mother's Day. Shouts out to all y'all that doing your jobs and doing your thing as mothers. We love y'all. And pretty much, man, let's well, is it on? All right, there we go. Let's see what's up, man. Hey, what's good, Droger? Morning. Yeah, that's it. Hey, man, morning for me too, bro. Morning for me too, honestly. I mean, I did just wake up a little bit over an hour ago, so there is that. But anyway, let's start the show off like we always do with stuff I saw today.
What the hell is that?
All right, so a couple things. Let me get this thing shared up here. So, a couple things. One, obviously, gonna go box office first with stuff I saw. Let's see what we at here. And here we go. Bam. So box office mojo, Thunderbolts obviously coming in at number 1 again. Sinners at number 2 again. A Minecraft movie at number 3. The Accountant 2. I still need to see The Accountant 2, y'all. I'm slacking. Very hardcore slacking. Like I'd like to be able to give my thoughts on that. I'm gonna try to see it this weekend, maybe. And then, anyway, Accountant 2, Clown in Cloverfield, which is this movie made like a 300 million% profit or some shit, man. I was reading about Shadow Force, Fight or Flight, Until Dawn at 8. The Amateur at 9, and then the King of Kings at 6. Warfare comes in. I still need to see Warfare. Thunderbolts, obviously, I gave you my thoughts on that last week. Love the movie. Not seen Minecraft. Sinners, of course. With the percent drop right here for Thunderbolts, Sinners, it's been well documented on. See, look at this change, plus 155, right? So no, Sinners is doing well, man. Sinners is doing well. I've already talked about it plenty of times about Accountant 2 was fire. Trey, what's good, bro? What's good? I need to see this, man. I need to see it, man. Like I said, busy times, bro. Busy times getting where I can. So, not too surprising to see Thunderbolts, still dominate right now. As it came out to critical and fans love the movie, and then sort of, obviously the next week people who are getting word of mouth are going out to see it. And that's I expect it to stay. I mean, we do have Mission Impossible coming in the next few weeks, and so all right, let me get this. Wait, Accountant 2 is Amazon. Okay, MGM. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I thought the first Accountant was on Netflix. Was it not? I can't remember. Anyway, so there's your top 10 box office for the weekend. Let's move on. Sinners, speaking of, has joined the 1 million watch club on Letterboxd. Fastest 2025 movie to hit the milestone so far. Well deserved. Obviously, I've already given my thoughts. This movie is incredible, and don't know that I'll be able to go see it again in theaters. I know that they threw some more IMAX showings out there, and of course, those things sold out within seconds. So I don't know. The next time I see this is probably going to be at home, some on physical media or something like that. So hopefully, unless I get the opportunity to see it again and somewhere else. Who knows? Maybe. Let's move on. I thought this was cool. Ewan McGregor and Ray Park performed a lightsaber fight in the Phantom Menace so quickly that they had to overcrank the camera to slow it for the final cut. So if you can see right here, at the top is the slowed down version, and then the bottom one is the actual speed. I thought that was fast as hell. Like I thought that was. Look at this. Yo, check it out again. I think it's cool. See the original, man. It looks fast. That's why people love this lightsaber fight so much. And the actual speed version, holy shit, dude. You want to talk about them dudes could probably kick your ass in real life? You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. Let's move on. Some more Star Wars news. Star Wars confirmed that Starfighter will be set a few years after the rise of Skywalker in the timeline. Starfighter's timing in particular will mean the movie's exploring a time yet to be shown on screen. Interesting. So the new Ryan Gosling Star Wars film, it's probably going to come out in the next couple of years. It's going to be after Rise of Skywalker. I wonder if it's going to be in between Rise of Skywalker and Daisy Ridley's Star Wars stuff that she's got coming soon. Awesomeness. As I don't know whether I watch this movie, I really don't like J.J. Abrams' Star Wars trilogy. Anyways, see, I can't roll with this comment though because it's not J.J. Abrams' Star Wars trilogy because he wasn't even supposed to direct Rise of Skywalker. Again, I always say this when it comes to the sequel trilogy in Star Wars. You don't make a trilogy with 3 different directors. You're already fucking up right off rip. Let's move. Zack Snyder, the man Zack, said, happy birthday to my friend, amazing actor and greatest Superman of all time, Henry Cavill. This was last week. I didn't get around to it, obviously, because I didn't, the show is sporadic at best. But and this caused some uproar. Someone, right when a new Superman movie got to come out, why he's got to put what Zach just shouting out Henry Cavill, bro? I mean, what do you expect him to say? You were good for me as Superman, but I think Cornswear's gonna be better than you. He ain't gonna say that. He gonna talk the real. And obviously, from my perspective, you already know how I feel. My thoughts on the matter. Henry Cavill is the greatest Superman of all time. And I grew up in the Christopher Reeve era, so you know I love Henry. Greatest Cadillac 100%. So yeah, it caught some ire. I know that I'm about to get to talking about Superman in a second. And this right here, I just saw this first look at Spider-Man Noir starring Nicolas Cage. This looks cool as shit, man. I thought this series was going to be interesting anyway, and I was already planning on watching it, but it looks really cool. Really, really nice. First look at Spider-Man Noir is dope. Pretty dope, man. All right, so anyway, I'm bringing this back down. That was my mess up. Well, one thing quickly I did want to say is I was able to finally get my hands on this 4K Constantine Blu-ray. When it came out, I was too stubborn to order it. I should have just ordered it because I said, no, I like to find it in the wild. And of course, I never found it in the wild because my local Walmart is trash, right? So it never came around here. And so I was at a Barnes & Noble this past weekend, and I just so happened to see it. It was 30% off. I said, I'm grabbing this. I got to say, good transfer. I know there's a lot. When I first got a 4K player a few years ago, I sort of bought a whole lot of older movies that had been re-released in 4K just to see how they would look. And I tell you all the time, Predator, trash, bro. That 4K, it's probably one of the worst I've ever seen. But adversely, a movie that came out the exact same, well, wait a minute, was it the exact same year? Die Hard, that's probably the best 80s 4K I own. It is immaculate, bro. It looks really well. That transfer is done really well. So the Constantine transfer is done really well. There's a couple of scenes me and my son was watching. He was like, damn, that looks really clean, man, for a movie that's 20 years old. Also, man, the special features on this too are pretty good. Hearing Francis Lawrence and Keanu Reeves sort of go back and talk about, making the original Constantine is pretty dope. So yeah, if you don't own it and you have a 4K player and you're a Constantine fan and you're like sitting on the fence, it is very much so worth the purchase of the Constantine 4K. So yeah, again, I'm glad I finally got it, and I'm glad to say that the transfer, it looks great. It looks great, man. They did a really good job with it. So I'll take the sip. All right. I was trying to find something. Give me a second, y'all. Like I said, I hope everybody's weekend is going pretty damn good. What was I trying to find in here? Something I was looking for. Something, y'all give me just a second. I seen it, when I got up and I didn't set it aside for myself to be able to bring it up on here. Oh, this is cool. Ian Grufford, who played obviously Reed Richards in the original two Fantastic Four films, said if he was asked if he would return as Reed Richards if they invited me in a heartbeat. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I like to see him come back, see what it looks like. You know what I mean? I like to see him. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I've seen enough. Rich Eisen coming back. Again, y'all, give me it's Fallout Season 2 is wrapped up filming. If you guys didn't know that, any Fallout fans out there. Damn it, I can't find it. I'm looking for this thing right now, and it's almost impossible to find it. And it should be like right on the cusp of whatever I'm trying to look for, which is insane. But let me see. This is making the show. So what wrong? Cam Black's reporting cancer player. Oh shit, dude! News is just what the hell is going on, man? What is popping right now with this with all of this shit that's going on? There's a couple more things. What did I just see right here? It says Neve Campbell has reportedly been cast as Polaris in the MCU. Polaris is Magneto's daughter in the comics. Indeed, that's cool. Okay, so that's Fassbender's daughter. Oh no, not gonna be Fassbender's. Gonna be Ian's. Okay. Let's see. Damn, dude, that's fucking crazy. Okay, so no, that's cool. That's cool news. See what I'm saying, man? News just dropping all over the place, man. I know what I need to do. This is what I need to be looking for. I don't know why I'm damn. All right, well, anyway, okay, let's just get to it. I can't find exactly what I was looking for, and then this show is kind of running longer than normal. All right, so let's talk about Superman, man. First of all, to be clear, the teaser, or not the teaser, the little clip that came out recently, I hadn't been able to talk about Superman at all because I hadn't been live. I talked about that at great length last week with my first episode back, and so there's been a lot of stuff that's dropped. In my opinion, I haven't really voiced my opinion on any of it. First of all, the clip that came out, the one I'm talking about is where Superman crash lands near the Fortress of Solitude. Crypto comes up, fire. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, that's my favorite part about any of this Superman shit so far is Crypto. Anyway, Crypto shows up, jumps on him like a dog would. I have 2 dogs at my house that love to do that, so that is pretty accurate. And then Crypto drags him back to the Fortress of Solitude. The fortress comes out of the snow. Superman meets his robot friends that are there, Kryptonian robots, and they sort of help him. Let me do this because that's can't leave about that. And they sort of put them back together. People were online fussing about the sun hurting Superman. That wasn't the sun hurting Superman. It doesn't take that much thought if you're a fan of Superman by any stretch to know that was his body refixing itself. That was the pain he was in. It had nothing to do with the sun. The sun was just there to help him. All right. I have found plenty of things that I do not like about the direction Gunn's going with this Superman. I'm not about to sit up here and be one of the ones that nitpick the shit out of it just for reasons to hate on it. With that being said, I've already given my thoughts before. I don't like the suit. I'm not really feeling the vibe, and I'm not really that big of a James Gunn fan, period. I've already said that. I've been saying that for years. There's no, he's come down to hate on it. There's none of that shit. I'm just giving my honest opinion and thoughts. And I'm a massive Superman guy, right? You can see my man's right there, back there behind me. You see him back there? Like, yeah. And so without day one, I'm seeing this movie. Day one, I'm in theaters. Whatever premiere it has, Thursday night showings, I will be there because I'm a Superman fan first. And I do want to see what he brings to the table with this film. And I am interested in seeing what it's going to be like. Am I overly hyped for it? No, I'm not. The last time I got overly hyped for Superman on screen was when Henry Cavill showed up at the end of Black Adam. And I thought my man's is back. And then they were like, psych. And I was like, fuck y'all for that shit. But yeah, so I'm not overly hyped about it. I'm overly hyped about Crypto, though. Because it looks like they really took care of Crypto in the movie. He doesn't look stupid or silly. It looks really great. So, hey, man. Nah, dog. I had never been really that big of an Assassin's Creed guy, man. Not really. I think the one that I really got into, and this is old school, really, it was the pirate one. And that game was so repetitive, I just quit playing it after a while. But maybe I'll give it a try, Drogo. Maybe I am more excited about Supergirl. I want to get a clear pic of her in the suit. I know there was that leak that came out and this stuff, and it kind of was, to me, it was too choppy to be able to say anything good about it, right? Anyway, back to the Superman stuff. So obviously there's going to be a new trailer that comes out Wednesday. Expect the internet to melt. Expect It's a terrible time. Anytime anything Superman drops these days, it's just a terrible place to be. You don't want to be on Instagram or any of that stuff. It's just a terrible place because people just fight and argue, and it's not fun at all by any stretch of the imagination. And that's why, of course, if you really pay attention to me and what I tweet out and stuff, you hardly ever see any of that shit because I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to fucking fight with people about whatever. I've given my thoughts, and I'll say, I mean, like, this little clip is cool, man. Look at this little clip, man. Again, no hate towards it, Mr. Terrific stuff. He kind of looks like he does in the comics. There's none of that. And it's so, I will say this, and this is RJ, you wild. Hold on, James gonna movies feel like a big man. I feel like that. See, look, this shot is cool, man. I can't even hate. That shot right there is cool, man. Yeah, being on Twitter on Wednesday is going to be bad. No matter what side of the fence. Look, man, I'll just put it like this for you guys, man. Don't argue with nobody. If you like the Superman trailer that they drop on Wednesday, then tweet it out and say, yo, this is fire. And move on about your life. Don't even look at the comments under that when you tweet it out. If you ain't feeling the Superman trailer when it comes out Wednesday, just be clear. Say, hey, man, damn, I'm not really feeling that. Not really looking forward to this. And move on. People just can't do that though. It can't literally be, damn, that really didn't look that good to me. I don't know if I'm gonna see it or not and move on. People just can't do that. They gotta say, oh, that's the biggest fucking piece of goddamn stupid ass fucking shit I've ever fucking seen. Like, whoa, bro, just say you didn't like it and move on. People can't do that. That's why we are where we are now when it comes to comic book movie discourse online, because people can't just simply say I don't like that or I really like that. They can't just simply say that. They have to get mad that other people like it, or they have to get mad because other people don't like it, and that just sucks, man. It sucks that that's where we live at right now, but that's how it's going to be and probably forever because I think, unless people are going to start getting their keyboards taken away and shit, you're going to start to see that. So, like I said, day one, I will be there. Whatever Thursday night premiere, I will be there to see Superman because I'm a massive Superman fan, and this is a new Superman movie, and I would be not a Superman fan if I didn't at least go check out the movie, even though, like I said, I'm not excited for it, not a big James Gunn guy, and the suit, man, I'm really not digging the suit. But again, it is what it is. And we're quick to wrap up as I go ahead and try to bounce up out of here. The Last of Us season 2 continues. I thought last night's episode was really well done. I think when you start to see Bella Ramsey's transformation when Ellie goes from Ellie to Ellie. Those who played the second game understand exactly what you're talking about. It was cool to see that on screen, live and in action. I think the scene with Nora was really good. The look on Nora's face when she realized, again, spoilers for Last of Us, the look on Nora's face when Nora realized that this is the immune girl. She's like, look, you killed us both, you stupid bitch. And she's like, nah, homie, did I though? And sort of Nora, like the look when the slow realization that, oh shit, this is her. She exists. So yeah, that was cool. I thought that was dope. I think man, people complain so much, man. Like, I don't understand why people expected this show to be exactly like the game. The first season was always as close as they could get it to the game. But it's also one of those things, like, as a person and myself who's a massive fan of the Last of Us franchise, played both games several times. I like the fact that I don't know what's going to happen in the show. I like the fact that when I turn on the TV on Sunday nights or when I'm at work and I go to watch it on Sunday nights, that I don't exactly know everything that's going to take place. That is a very fresh thing. And the first season didn't give us that many of those moments, but I understand why. The first season in the first game, I thought, should have been told the exact way it was told in the first season. And of course, in the second season, they're going to take some liberties. They split a game up into 2 seasons, right? So everything's not going to be the same. And it's a breath of fresh air to sort of watch this series and not exactly know everything that's going to happen, right? With the way they did the spores is really cool. The smart, I can't remember what the fuck they're called. The infected that are like smarter that you see in this episode that were also earlier in the season, they play on those really well. I don't see how Jesse didn't notice that Ellie was getting bit the fuck up though. He had them notice that. Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. Oh, the internet meltdown on Wednesday is going to be a mess. It's going to be, it's going to be crazy. And that's with me, right? It's always wait and see. While I am not excited for Superman when it comes out, I still will be there day one, like I said, and I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to give it a chance to sort of win me over, if to use those terms. And that's what everybody should do, And it's fine if you don't want to, that's fine. But yes, the meltdown on Wednesday is going to be absolutely, oh man, it's going to be crazy. But again, going back to, I don't see how the hell Jesse didn't notice that Ellie was getting bit the fuck up right there. That's a little apparent, the way she was screaming and the way he had to come up and save her. So, yeah. And also, so let me get this real quick. All right, here we go. All right, so real quick, we're going to take a look at the preview for next week's episode of The Last of Us. It's probably it's going to be a gut-wrenching. Obviously, if you saw the end of this episode, you saw the little, Ellie wakes up and Joel says, hey, kiddo, and it's sort of a flashback type deal. There is, obviously, you've been seeing in the trailers and some of the stuff for this season that there's going to be a moment where Ellie finally realizes what Joel actually did at the end of season 1, right? Instead, we all saw the big lie where she said, you swear to me that's how it went down. And he says, I swear. And then we've seen in plenty of the trailers for season 2 that she says, but you swore, basically, which is in a direct scene from the game, a direct clip. And so let's take a look at that real quick, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. Let's see. Stop that. I had to do that, and do that. And let's go, y'all.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember what I taught you.
So yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Teaser for last episode. Also, I will say this. I did get some chills in this last episode, last night's when she said, do you know what Joel did? He came in there and killed all these people. And she was just like, yeah, bruh, I know. I was like, cold. I like that. And look, if you played the second game, Ellie goes that she out there. She out there clapping on folks. So anyway, you guys, this has been The Daily Show. Might come back tomorrow, man. Who knows, man. If I have a little bit of time, like I said, these little shorter episodes are very doable for me as I try to squeeze in, just some content wherever I can. And so with that being said, I'll see y'all later. Appreciate everybody who watched. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.